moving into here, things got even a little crazier when we got into 8 Mile. This is the 8 Mile area. That's the outfit that he wore as B-Rabbit during the final battle from 8 Mile. And the folks at Universal were nice enough to loan us this signed script cover from 8 Mile. There's a lithograph of M's lyrics from Lose Yourself that he signed, and it's the same pages that you saw in his Way I Am book, but it's just blown up. You can really see the sort of detail and organized chaos that goes on in his mind when he writes. Above that was a Billboard advertisement that was taken out congratulating us on having the #1 movie, #1 album, and #1 song at the same time. So now we move into D12 world, literally and figuratively. A poster from D12 performing in London at Shepherd's Bush. There's a plaque from D12 world. There's original piece of art from Scam for this 12-inch that we did for the first D12 12-inch, which was Shit on You. There's a plaque for Devil's Night, D12's Rolling Stone cover. When we were shooting that, the photographer's producer called some local guy in Detroit and had him show up with all these guns because it was a military vibe. He showed up there with AKs, machine guns, all kinds of craziness. M was on probation and he couldn't be anywhere near a gun, so we had to get the guy out of there really quick. Down on the bottom there's a 40-ounce from the D12 40-ounce video, which we did a platform with them performing on top of hundreds of 40-ounce bottles, and we actually got a sponsorship from Old English for that. Okay, over here we move into sort of a tribute area to Proof, and we've got a mural of Proof, which was based on the photo that Shepard Fairey did, and there's the poster for the Big Proof Forever, sort of memorial to him with the t-shirt, his trademark Kango. This is M and Proof at the VMAs when Marshall wasn't really too happy with Moby and the stuff that he had said and done prior to the awards show, so he showed him how he felt up close, right in his face. Over here, we've got OB section. We got a plaque for Obi Trice's Cheers album for over 1 million records sold. Here's a real Detroit record cover. Across the bottom here, we've got some Obi Trice Cheers beer bottles that we created. Up on the left here, we've got a clock that was used in the Shady Limited Everything Shady ad. Following here, it's sort of chronological. We're moving into 50 land. The thing that really kicked off 50 Cent and Eminem and Dr. Dre endorsing him and signing him to Shady and Aftermath was this XXL cover that we did. And it was symbolic not only because it presented the union to the world, but it also was the first time that M did anything with XXL since the beef that he had with them earlier in the decade. And this plaque right here is a 10 million worldwide sales plaque for 50 for Get Rich or Die Trying. It went on to sell more than that. Right here we've got a bulletproof vest from the Curtis album. In the center of the 50 Cent logo there's a hand-drawn picture of 50 that's a copy of the Get Rich or Die Trying record cover, and M drew that freehand. He's a really good artist. He likes to look at things while he's drawing them, so he was looking at the cover and drew that. Down on the bottom is a promotional poster for Get Rich or Die Trying. There's a Curtis album on the floor there. So moving in here, we've got some stuff from the re-up. This is M's outfit from the You Don't Know video. There's a promotional New York skateboard down there for the re-up. There's a plaque, platinum plaque for the re-up, promotional bandana for the re-up. The re-up was sort of a transitional time for us moving into our next phase and figuring out what we're going to do as a label. All right, so now we're moving into modern times. There's M's outfit that he wore for the Not Afraid video, promotional bottles for the Recovery album. It's pretty recent history, so it's still cool to have here. We're moving into slaughterhouse world. This kind of looks like a haunted house. It's set up to represent, what a slaughterhouse is, which is where things get lined up to be slaughtered. And representing that union is another XXL cover to represent the new phase of Shady 2.0, is this Eminem Slaughterhouse and Yellow Wolf XXL cover. So we move into Yellow Wolf world. We got the obligatory Yellow Wolf Jack Daniels style bottles and flag from his hometown city of Gadsden, Alabama, and his logo and the deer head that really represents him. Right here we've got the set and the characters from Eminem's Brisk Iced Tea commercial that we first debuted at the Super Bowl. So there's M, a few, let's just call them ladies. There's a security guy and then the corporate guy, and then this is like a facsimile of an Eminem house. And down here we've got some Monte Carlo, which is one of M's early cars. So now we move into sort of the full circle part of this whole history hall, which is coming back to M and Royce and Bad Meets Evil. There's a Respect magazine cover with M and Royce that we did. And there's a #1 debut Billboard plaque for the Bad Meets Evil record. Where things go from here is we're gonna have Yellow Wolf album coming out this year, and we've got Slaughterhouse coming out as soon as we can after that, as well as a 50 Cent project, and a lot on deck. So glad everybody came through. I call it the Shady Records History Hall. You can call it the Shady Records Museum, but it's not really a museum because it feels a lot more relaxed than a museum. If you touch stuff here, you're gonna get your ass kicked. In a museum, you just get nicely escorted out. So thanks for stopping by.